Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Khoo, Chuang, and this is Sulhi, Azman. We are in a strange place. It looks different. That's because it's a Friday. And Friday means?
Supposed to be happy, isn't it?
That's right.
Now let's have a look. Before we talk about things, today the market ended by 3 points lower at 1,685.7 points. It's a little bit a rather bleak start to a weekend, but hopefully we're going to get something exciting.
Well, the end part of the curve for the week in terms of the KLCI was upward, so that also means that tonight's a good night to watch James Bond.
Oh yeah, it is. In fact, we are going to watch this.
You look like James Bond today,
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got the white shirt and the shiny face.
Yeah, I just
you need some cigarettes.
Which we're going to talk about that later. Now, talking about our weekends, right? The sky is clear this week, isn't it?
The sky is clear. The birds are singing. The sky is blue. The grass is green. And therefore, it's a good time to be out in the sun.
Out in the sun, correct.
It's no longer hazy for the first time in 2 months.
For the first time in 2 months, we are not being choked by those, burning fires from neighboring countries. But anyway, what is the true cost? I'm talking about the haze, right? It has come with a cost. What is the true cost of the haze?
I think the true cost of the haze has been the fact that women can't go out in bikinis anymore. I think that's really the true cost of the haze. But for the fact that there's also a healthcare cost, tourism cost to the hotel business. And to be honest, there is, and not to be facetious, there's been a lot of financial cost to the economy by having the haze.
Yeah, correct. In one estimate, right, in 1997 and 98, where during the economic crisis, the haze affected nearly 12 million hectares, and also many people are actually having some respiratory diseases and so on, and costing some 3 billion ringgit.
Oh, it's
US dollars, sorry.
It's staggering that 20 years later, we still haven't sorted it out. And this is ridiculous because it affects Singapore, affects Indonesia, affects Malaysia, affects everybody else in the
Philippines
region.
and Thailand as well, starting to feel the pinch of it. And the cost has been estimated at 47 billion US dollars.
So personally, right, Max, when the haze was at its thickest, what were you doing? Were you inside? Were you...
Yeah, I spent my day inside, sleeping, for instance, trying to get a bit here and there.
I personally was actually quite miserable because there's, it was very dark, it was smoky, it was hazy, you can't go out and exercise, your body feels as if it's going to die anytime, and then I had a complete loss of productivity. But now the sun is out, the sky is blue, the grass is green, the birds are singing, it's fantastic. The girls are out in bikinis.
What a good way to start the weekend, isn't it? I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with that over the weekend. Now let's moving on to the sad thing that's happening over the weekend. Over the week. Malaysia consumer confidence, according to Nielsen, right, is the lowest consumer confidence has come since the survey in 2005. Are we surprised though?
Well, hardly, because there's so many things going against us, right? We've seen Dr. Sri Abdul Wahid Omar saying that we are suffering through a perfect storm of domestic challenges as well as external challenges. And look, I've been watching the Nielsen survey the last few quarters. It's been going progressively down and down and down. And if you look at it, they surveyed 6 Southeast Asian countries. We are the worst among all 6, and we are the only country around the world which is still recording below the global average. And that's terrible. That really just goes to show how miserable Malaysians are, despite the fact that the sun is blue.
The sky is clear and so on. And if you look, interesting you talk about Wahid Omar, right? He was talking about this 3+1 concept when it comes to the ringgit. As you know, ringgit is our worst performing currency so far and has been plunging about 18% year to date. Now the 3+1 points that cause are, number one is the weakening commodity prices, and number two is that you have this trade with China, which accounts for 14% year to date. And so when China sneezes, everybody's neighboring regions are going to be coughing. Number three is the fact that we have +1 is where you have these domestic concerns, 1MDB, political debacles and so on. These are one of the things that are affecting the ringgit that's been plunging down.
Yeah, you're right, Max. At the end of the day, the last couple of months we've seen a bit of an appreciation of the ringgit because people thought that there was going to be no December rate rise for the Federal Reserve and the US economy. Now Janet Yellen, she stands on the mattress and she starts bouncing up and down again. Now she's saying that there's going to be a December rate rise. There's a 58% chance, according to the surveys by Bloomberg, that there's now going to be a December rate rise, and I'm sure the ringgit is going to drop even lower than the 430 ringgit levels it is now.
Yeah, Janet Yellen, she has that trigger. She keeps the markets, very anxious.
Don't you think it's mad that one person, and not even just a person, it's just an old lady with white hair, and she looks like my grandma. Yeah, she looks like my grandma, right? And one person can dictate global markets all over the place. It's staggering.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about grandma, are you scared of your grandma, by the way?
No, I'm not scared of but I'm scared of Janet Yellen.
Yeah, you know, whatever she says, you know, she's like the god of the economy in the world, and whatever she says moves the whole market.
I know. So I mean, I don't foresee any improvement in the Nielsen Consumer Confidence Survey, nor do I see any respite from the fact that, you know, this thing that you've got in front of you, right? They're trying to outlaw this as well. So okay, let's rewind a little bit, right? They've just increased cigarette prices by $3 per pack, right? So now to smoke a box of Marlboro or Dunhill Reds is $17.20.
Yes.
So for guys who don't want to spend that much on cigarettes, they're going to use this, and now this is going to be illegal as well. So is that going to making you happy or sad? Sad, right?
Well, yeah, it's going to make you sad, you know, but we both don't smoke, you know, but we may not feel the pinch. But, you know, I do feel a little bit, despite the fact that I shouldn't, but I do feel the pinch for the people out there, you know. And as you said earlier, the excise duty went up by 40%, and it's costing like not 3 ringgit, but 8 ringgit per pack.
No, $17 per pack. You ask anybody around here, Dunhill Reds are $17.20. Right. That is ridiculous, right? So you've got to have high petrol prices, higher toll prices, GST, right? Petrol has gone up, well, highway tolls have gone up. You know, the prices of most things have gone up. Your ringgit is lower. If you haven't lost your job by now, you might not see a promotion next year. You might not see an increment next year. And this is yet another slap in the face. So, miserable, miserable, miserable. So let's end on a happy note. What are you looking forward to tonight, Sulhi?
Well, yeah, I mean, as you said earlier, we're going to go and watch Spectre with the lovely Nadia Hassan.
Is that why you got a tight shirt on, so you can...
Yeah, I can act something like a James Bond, you know, hopefully, for this weekend. But I think, you know, aside from that, the sky is clear, you know, and it's blue, and we are hoping for a more dazzling weekend.
Like our shirts, like your...
Like my bright white shirt and also very pinkish colour shirt.
Yes, exactly. Well, anyway, that's a wrap from both of us. I was, of course, joined by Sulhi Azman. I'm Khoo, Chuang. Thank you for watching. It is Friday. Go out and enjoy yourself. Thank you, good night, and good luck.